Hello boys and girls, blwyddyn newydd dda. Happy New Year to all of you. Now, this week we're going to be learning all about the features of winter, what it feels like at winter time, what it looks like inside the house and outside of the house. And so we're going to begin the term this week with sharing one of my favourite stories. It's called First Snow. And First Snow is written by a lady called Kim Lewis. So she's called the author. Remember, the author is someone that writes the book. Okay, so let's have a little look. Ready? Wake up, Sarah, whispered Mummy. Daddy's not very well today. I'm going to go and feed the sheep up on the hill. Would you and Teddy like to come? So look, she's getting dressed. Sarah's getting dressed and she's going to help her mum. Outside, the dogs were ready and waiting, bright-eyed and eager to go. Frost nipped the air. It was early winter and the rooks were calling. A wind was starting to blow. So it's very nice and icy and cold outside. Look, there she goes. Through the gate and up the steep track, Mummy and Sarah climbed. The sky turned greyer and the air grew colder. The dogs raced on ahead. As they climbed higher, Sarah looked back. The farmhouse seemed very small. Can you see it there in the distance? As you get further away from it, it looks smaller, doesn't it? Have a look at that. It's a beautiful picture. Look how grey those clouds are. At the top of the hill stood the lone pine tree, bent by years of winter winds. Mummy and Sarah stopped below it to rest. The air went suddenly still. We're on top of the world, said Mummy, hugging Sarah. Just you and me and Teddy. Oh, look, there the sheep are, right up on the top of the hill. Across the valley, the sky turned white. Snowflakes lightly danced in the air. Look, look, laughed Sarah. She watched as a snowflake fell on her mitten. Oh, we'd better feed the sheep, smiled Mummy, before it snows too hard. Can you see? So the snowflake fell onto Sarah's hand, onto her mitten, didn't it? What do you think happened to that snowflake? Have a think. Do you think it stayed there? Would that snowflake stay there? No, that's right. It would melt, wouldn't it? Have a look. Sarah helped Mummy spread hay on the ground. The sheep were hungry and pushed all around them. Sarah tried catching the snow in her hands, but the wind swirled the snowflakes in front of her eyes. And can you see what's happened here? Look, look. What Sarah dropped. That's it, yeah. Sarah has dropped her teddy bear, hasn't she? Oh dear. Look. Then the snow fell faster and stung Sarah's cheeks. The air grew thick and white. Come on, said Mummy, her hand out to Sarah. The sheep are all right and we must go home before the snow gets too deep. What does she mean by that, before the snow gets too deep? What do you think? Before it gets too deep? That they can't walk in it. That's right. That's right. Look, here they go, look. On their way home. The dogs disappeared through the flying snow. Snow blotted out the lone pine tree. Mum and Sarah started down the track, hugging close to the wall. Then suddenly Sarah stopped. Oh no! Where's Teddy? She cried. Oh, look at her face. She's really upset, isn't she? Oh, look. Mummy looked back. Behind them, the snow was filling their tracks. Oh, we can't look for Teddy now, said Mummy. She whistled for the dogs and started to walk, but Sarah sat still. in the snow. She doesn't want to go, does she? She doesn't want to go, no. Look, and then out of the whiteness, one of the dogs appeared. She was gently carrying Teddy. "Oh, Teddy!" cried Sarah, hugging him tight. Mum picked Sarah and Teddy up. "Now we can all go home," she said. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Look. As they came down the hill, the air cleared of snow. The sky began turning blue. Sarah and Mummy could see the farmhouse again, standing snug in the yard. The world all around them was white and still. Look at that. Can you see all of that snow there? Sarah and Mummy warmed up by the fire. Then they took Daddy his breakfast in bed. "Who's fed the sheep?" Daddy asked them. Sarah snuggled up beside him. "Mummy and Teddy and me," she said. And look at the lone pine tree up there. Isn't that a lovely story? And so this week we're going to be looking a lot into what happens to water when it freezes and what happens to ice when you put it into different containers. So this week, boys and girls, have a little think with your mum and dad and whoever is at home with you. Have a little think about what that winter time feels like. I know that it's cold out there at the moment, but for all of us, there is some beauty in it, just like in our story today. Okay, bye for now.